Hey folks, and welcome to Greg's Golf Shack. Today we're going to talk about the reverse pivot and how to fix it. Now this is a very common flaw in amateurs and something to watch out for if you're a beginner golfer. Now the reverse pivot happens when we're shifting our weight improperly while we're turning through our swing. What it looks like is on the way back we shift our weight to our lead foot, end up kind of leaning over it, and then on the way down we kind of shift to the back foot, our trail foot, throughout our follow through. This can feel very powerful, but we lose a whole lot of speed because when we're shifting our weight back, most of our energy is released right there. And our goal is to try to do the opposite with our weight shift. Now I have a theory of why this occurs, and it's related to some of us being right-handed or left-handed, and possibly as a result, right-footed or left-footed. And in my own personal test, I found that if I'm standing still and I'm about to take a step forward, I step forward with my right foot. If I'm at the base of a staircase and I'm about to step up on a step, I step up with my right foot. Or if I'm exercising and I'm doing lunges, I tend to lunge forward with my right foot first. Now what's interesting, by doing that, I end up shifting all my weight to my left foot. Now, if you're left-handed, this might be the opposite, but it's showing me that when I engage in some sort of action that involves weight shift and stability, I instinctively shift weight to my left foot. In the golf swing, it's very similar. I'm engaging in an action where I need to shift weight, and in my backswing, I end up shifting all my weight and bracing against my left foot. So we need to try to trick ourselves into doing the opposite. A good drill we can do is just with short little swings, lift your lead foot with the backswing, step down and lift your trail foot with the follow through. And just don't forget to turn and feel that weight shift. And if you have room, you can keep getting bigger. And the goal is what we'd like to do is get our weight shifted into our trail side of the body behind the ball. This doesn't mean we want to shift laterally. We're still turning, but we want to avoid leaning towards the target. A good imaginary visual is if you have a ball in front of you, to imagine a straight line coming up from the ball. Now, and from your address position, try and turn your shoulder behind the ball. So your back is to the target and you're behind the ball. And then this is when you'd like to step down into your lead foot. There might be a little lateral shift and through the ball. Now this can occur with all your clubs. This is a 9-iron. The driver is where we can see it happen the most because it's the biggest swing. With a driver, you're already set up pretty much behind the ball. So you just want to make sure you stay there. Don't move away from the ball, just stay behind and load up into that trail foot. And then at this point, rather than releasing early, you would like to kind of slide your weight into that lead foot and then release. Now you really need to be aware if you're doing a reverse pivot with your putter. Generally, if you're doing a reverse pivot with your putter, this is what's happening. We want to avoid that. You want your body nice and stable, your weight nice and stable throughout, and you want to roll your shoulders for the putter. You don't want to be leaning your body like this. So let's see what this looks like when we're hitting balls. So let's try this with the driver, first with the reverse pivot. All right. 105 miles per hour, it was a big fade, the face was wide open, that's a common result of a reverse pivot. Now let's see if we can fix that, see if I can better get behind the ball with my weight shift and get that feeling of stepping back and forth through the golf swing. That felt very powerful. 300 yards, 115 miles per hour club head speed, 10 miles per hour more club head speed by shifting the weight properly, and it was a lot straighter shot. Give that a try and see if you can't get rid of that reverse pivot. I hope this tip helps, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Greg's Golf Shack.